Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. In today's presentation, I will be talking about language and age and how age affects language and the relationship between language and age. So without further ado, let's get started. Now the first thing is this presentation will be divided into three parts. The first part will be the introduction. The second part will be the relationship between language and age. And the third part will be about how do different people of age speak and communicate. Now let's talk about language and age. Language is a dynamic and ever-evolving aspect of human communication, and age plays a crucial role in shaping linguistic patterns and communication styles. For example, children may use simpler sentence structures and vocabulary, or just simple sentences, while older adults may use more complex sentence structures and a wider range of vocabulary. Communication styles may also differ between generations, with younger generation using more informal language and older generations using more formal language. Overall, age plays an important role in shaping linguistic patterns and communication styles. Now, let's talk about how age might affect language. The first thing is cultural and social influences. Different age groups are exposed to varying cultural and social influences, which can shape their languages, like slang, expressions, and communication styles. Often evolve within specific ages, leading to some generational differences in language. Acquisition and learning. Young children, children can acquire a language by observing and imitating the speech patterns of those around them. As they grow, they continue to learn new words and grammatical structures. This process of language acquisition can result in differences in multiple things like vocabulary between age groups. The third thing is a cognitive development. As individuals age, their cognitive abilities and language processing skills may change, may worsen. Older adults may have different linguistic needs and preferences compared to younger individuals, which can impact their language use. And technology and media. The rapid evolution of technology and media can also impact language use across different age groups, like Generation Z. Generation Z was affected majorly by technology. Younger generations, for example, may incorporate digital communication styles and internet slang into their language, while older generations may have different linguistic habits shaped by traditional forms of communication. Now, let's talk about child-directed language. Child-directed language is a unique style of speech, often referred to as baby talk or motherese, and it's commonly used when communicates, as the name suggests, child-directed language (CDL). Shorter, grammatically simpler sentences, since children, or let's say infants, smaller children, younger children can have some difficulties understanding when someone talks to them. More use of questions or question tags like isn't it or is that, and use of baby talk words. And it's in higher pitch, yet it's in slower speed, so it's more understandable for them. Now let's talk about similarities between CDL, child-directed language, and adult-directed language. Both CDL and ADL involve the use of simpler sentences, more questions, and repetitions. Both types of language use pet names and may involve slower, louder, and higher pitched speech with exaggerated intonation. In both CDL and ADL, speakers may interrupt and overlap the speech of listener, treating their contribution as irrelevant to the conversation. Both CDL and ADL may involve the use of directive language, with the more powerful speaker using interruption, overlapping, and talking over the other person. Both CDL and ADL can be used to establish power dynamics, with the caregiver asserting their right to command the compliance in CDL, and the more powerful speaker directing the responses of their conversational partners in ADL, adult directed language. Now, let's talk about the names for generations, the different generations. The silent generation is for those who were born between 1920 and 1940. It's kind of a fading generation, since the time between 2023 and 1920 is quite long, and there's not many people left of this generation. Baby boomers, for those who were born between 1946 and 1964, and Generation X, for those who were born between 1960 and 1980, and millennials, or Generation Y, for those who were born between 1980 and 1990. Zoomers, or best known as Generation Z, but it can be also known as iGen, since this generation is known for technological age. I stands for technology, for those who were born between 1990 and 2010. And the most recent generation, and Generation Alpha, for those who were born between 2010 and 2020. Now let's talk about language and communication variation and age. The words that individuals use can vary based on their age. Like, for example, older individuals may use phrases like "back in my day," which we hear quite often as young people, to reminisce about their past, and older people may use formal titles such as Mr. or Mrs. when addressing the others, while younger individuals may use first names more casually. They talk more casually. As people age, their cognitive development skills may decrease, which affects their language use. Can be, for example, older individuals may experience declines in memory, processing speed, and word retrieval, leading to the use of simpler language or more frequent pauses in speech, like I've said, in adult directed language. Younger individuals may prefer digital communication, use social media platforms, while older individuals may prefer face-to-face conversations. Younger generations might use platforms like Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter to communicate, to share images, videos, and short messages, but older individuals may lean towards traditional methods such as in-person interactions for communications, like face-to-face conversation, as I said before, as they may be less familiar or comfortable with digital platforms. The younger people was born in technology age, and thus making them understanding more about technology, but older people were not born in technology age and may have difficulties understanding the technology, and that technology may become complex for them. The words that individuals use can vary based on their age. Let's talk about that. Slang terms like these often evolve as a way for individuals to express themselves and connect with their peers, to be more acknowledgeable with them, to be more, feel accepted, so that the person can blend in with his peers. This linguistic phenomenon reflects the dynamic nature of language and how it can vary across different age groups and cultural contexts. As you can see from the picture, there's a person and he does not understand the slang words of the new generation, like sus or no cap. As people age, their cognitive development skills may decrease. And there's a passage you can see. You can see that there's a passage. If you can see the first line, it's your check love. There's a pet name in there, love, which we explained in ADL. And they pause quite frequently to help, since the older generation has some difficult times on understanding communications or communications. So this passage reflects the challenges that can arise in communication and comprehension as individuals age. It serves as an example of how age-related cognitive changes can impact everyday interactions, which can be seen from this passage. Now there is a video we'll be talking about. In this video, the younger generation, which can be seen from the left, tries to explain the new slang words or new words to older generation. We will watch about 1 minute of it. As you can see in this video, if the voice did come out, that is, the younger generation is talking about a word called bougie, and the older generation, of course, has no idea or clue about what bougie means, which can be given example as how age can affect language use. Sorry. That's it. That's for end of my presentation. I thank you for listening and have a good day.